Hello and welcome to another episode of Dads Don't Read Instructions. This is our first ever two-part episode. It was quite a big build and I wanted to just make it a little bit more manageable for everybody. It was also because part of this goes really well and part of it not so much. Anyway, in this episode we're going to be looking at Hagrid's Hut, An Unexpected Visit, a new set for 2024. It's set number 76428, has 896 pieces and is designed for 8+. So let's get on with it. We've had to move into the kitchen table here because the box is quite big and I didn't have enough space. Now this set retells the faithful scene where baby Norbert is born. It's not quite book accurate because we're sort of mashing a few instances together, but it is a very good replication of the shot from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now I actually got this at a bit of a discount on Amazon. I think it was only about 50 quid at the time. And for that price point, so it's pretty good value. So you can just see Archer in the corner having a drink. We get a few bags of stuff and they're fairly well organised. Each bag kind of does a quarter of the hut, sort of. It's not quite that straightforward, but so just trying to figure out what goes where. I'm starting off with Fang's sort of outhouse, doghouse thing, which looks pretty straightforward, and there's a really good orbital on the LEGO website. But I have to say, it was a little bit more tricky than I was expecting. I'm not a huge fan of the Fang miniature. It's a good size, but I think it's the wrong colour. The Fang's supposed to be black, I think, and this is quite clearly brown. My daughter chimed up with the Fang's the wrong colour, and now I can't not see it. So now you can't not see it either. There's my face. Sorry, I have to see that. Now, Rubius Hagrid, played by the late great Robbie Coltrane. Such an iconic character, not just in the Harry Potter universe, but sort of more broadly as well. His little Lego model is pretty cool. It has this giant torso, but a normal sized head, and then actually the little stumpy legs, which I thought was quite funny. It has these weird white eye slot pieces. I don't really know what they're for. I think it's supposed to look like a dog itself, in the same way that the Owlery Tower has an owl in it. I think Fang's Hut's supposed to look like a dog. I don't think it does, but I think that might have been what they were going for. So there's Fang's doghouse done. I'm just checking that I got Fang's doghouse right, and I did, so that was good. On to bag 2. Right, now I have to use the picture at the back here to try and gauge how big this thing is unfurled. This is a really cool play feature that the hut has, is that it opens and closes and gives you access to all the little details and sort of playset features of this kit. I've got my iPad here just at the bottom of the screen, referring to that a lot. I realised that I hadn't actually put enough space in the greenery. I had this big old green block left on its side, so I figured out where that went. The kit comes with some really colourful flower pieces, the yellows and the oranges, quite autumnal, that's quite sweet. There's also a pumpkin patch here and some really funky little mushrooms. The trick with these triangular sand coloured pieces is trying to make sure that they are sufficiently supported. That was a real concern I had. I knew that this 6x2 probably divided them up, but I needed to make sure it was going to be secured properly. That's why I positioned the black blocks the way that I did. Although, as it transpires, I didn't put them exactly where they were supposed to be. Now at this point the orbital shots come in really useful. Getting the stonework done was quite tricky, and there was a fair bit of rebuilding that needed to take place. Now, you probably spot it here, but another little Easter egg is if you look on the base as I'm putting it together, it's got the 4 house colours. So we've got Slytherin, Gryffindor and Ravenclaw there. The Hufflepuff one is present. There we go, readjusting the internal bricks there as I'd realised I'd put the step in the wrong place. But as I was saying, the 4 houses are represented in the cabin. 3 of them get little rugs, and then Hufflepuff get a cabinet that's black and yellow. In case anyone was wondering, I am a proud Hufflepuff. I've been for many years. My wife is a Ravenclaw, and much to my children's consternation, they are both also Hufflepuffs. Although one is desperate to be a Gryffindor, and the other one wants to be a Slytherin, so I need to keep an eye on that one. Now, building the walls on this hexagon was a challenge because, again, a lot of it was very sort of trial and error based, and I tended to be able to build the top bit and the bottom bit and then kind of fudge it in the middle to see if we could get it to work. For part of it, I was building the wrong wall on the wrong section. That was really annoying. This cabinet was a pain as well. It was one of those eureka moments. See, it's just occurred to me now in the video, those match up, and I'm holding it up very poorly. But yeah, you can see the red, the green, the blue, and then the yellow-black combo, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, now I do apologise, I let my camera run out of battery, I'll try not to do it again. Anyway, I promise you, I did do this bit without the instructions, okay? So this is completion of bags, I think it's 1 to 5. And it opens up, got these awesome characters, they've got these new portraits that they're doing rather than the chocolate frog cards for this new iteration of the Hogwarts series. Norbert coming out of his egg. Yeah, great. I was really chuffed with myself, and I thought, yes, onwards to better things. Let's get this finished without reading the instructions.